What's up, my people? My favorite people. We are here for the United Sim Football Association Season 8 entry draft. We are here in the lovely city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we got to see the new crop of players coming to the league. We got a lot of players from the ECFL. We got a lot of people joining in. We got a nice crowd. I'm liking what I'm seeing in the chat right here. All the way up to 22. I need to see 50 before it ends. I got to see it. I see everybody in the chat there hype. I got the main man again. You already know who it is. Caboose, league owner. Shout out to your people. How you feeling, my man?
How's it going, everyone? I am quite excited and ready to welcome you all into the USFA for our 8th season. We have an awesome group of draftees here lined up, and I'm ready to get this one going, if you are.
I'm ready. If you guys are ready, just got to get the BAP available for you guys. It should have been already on. I don't know why I didn't flick on.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. So just a quick thing for all the people's watching. In second round, there is a 3-minute timer in which GMs will make their picks live. We will announce them as they come in. And with that, the Pittsburgh Roughnecks are officially on the clock.
Let's go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and put them on like a true player. And this is a long time coming to get into this draft. Pittsburgh, they've had a season they probably wish they could have forgot in regards to the full record and everything, but they was able to sneak in some victories between Tampa Bay and Huntington Beach this past season. They're trying to get their team up into the fold. I don't blame them for putting everything on the line. Who do you think that that white guy in the crew is thinking about picking up?
Well, let's see. I think they need a tight end, but they also need a lot of defense. And if I'm Pittsburgh, looking at their roster right now, they don't really have much of a D-line. Mm-hmm. They've got Cassandra Requena, Tank Jones, Todd Ziegler, and Fax Brightmore. And none of them are really breakout players per se. And there's a huge disparity in the top D linemen versus the second best D lineman. So if I was them, I'd probably go with Jerry Philbin if I was them.
Yes.
But with that being said, the pick is in.
Okay, let's go ahead and do it.
And with the first overall pick in the Season 8 USFA entry draft, the Pittsburgh Roughnecks have selected wide receiver Anthony Stank from Arkansas.
Interesting. They're going to go offense. A lot of people expected, just like you said, with Philbin right there, but they're going to take the top wide receiver, in my personal opinion, in this group. I honestly don't blame getting Jim Carr some extra talent to throw to, get that offense rolling. Jim Carr, he had a little bit of a slow season, but he does have the arm talent. He's able to get the ball down the field. It doesn't hurt to give him some more talent. Now they have Stank. They have the homie Corbian Crimson. I mean, that's a real nice duo to go along with Mike.
Absolutely. They're going to really stack up that offense there, and it's going to be a fun one to watch, I think, next season in what is becoming an extremely difficult Eastern Conference. So with that being said, though, we do have Tampa Bay coming up on the clock. However, there has been a trade involving Tampa and this pick. So things are coming quick. Things are coming fast. I don't have time to necessarily sit here and talk about all the things I'd like to talk about. So throw up that beautiful trade alert, and with did you get that trade graphic I sent you?
Oh, my bad. Just got it. I'll go ahead and
Yeah,
put it on right now.
I'm sending you trade graphics.
Yep.
Don't worry.
I'll be up just a second.
Slater says draft's over. Pittsburgh won. Go home now. Well, we'll see.
Game over, son. Game over.
Oh man.
Okay, I got it up now.
So there we go. The trade is that the Pittsburgh Roughnecks are going to receive the current on-the-clock pick, second overall, as well as the 12th overall pick, the 22nd overall pick, and 32nd overall pick. Meanwhile, Tampa falls a few spots down to 5th, and then they jump up a spot on each of the subsequent picks, 11th, 21st, and 31st. So that means that the Pittsburgh Roughnecks are back on the clock.
Interesting. Good thing I kept them on.
Absolutely. So now I need to update the draft board a little bit here. Anthony Stank, wide receiver, Arkansas. And that is now Pitt via Tampa. So many things I need to change now.
It happens. But definitely interesting trade for sure. Pittsburgh right back on the clock. And they can very well go pick up that top dog that I was thinking they were going to do at number 1 if they do something a little crazy.
Absolutely. They have all the time in the world to do that. The question is, will they do that?
Of course, is that white guy. Of course, he takes his sweet time with everything he does.
Oh, of course. He's a bit of an inside joke for us, but he's kind of like a lefty.
Nice.
All right. And we do have that pick coming in here with only a minute 30 roughly left.
Let's hear it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah. So with the second overall pick in the Season 8 USFA entry draft, the Pittsburgh Roughnecks have selected out of Arizona State defensive tackle Jerry Philbin.
And I personally don't blame him. I see Andre Krim already in the chat calling out the comparison of what happened in this past draft, pulling the Houston Texans out of their caboose, if you will. Like they got potentially one of the top offensive talents and the defensive talents back-to-back picks. You love to see it. Pittsburgh is already looking like a real nice team with this draft. Absolutely. Just off of those 2 players alone.
Oh yeah, no, those were huge, huge. I don't blame them at all for doing that, and honestly, the return, what they had to give up to get it was fairly minimal, all things considered.
Mm-hmm. But it's going to be interesting to see what Tampa does with the picks as well. That they got from Pittsburgh, so they'll have to make sure they hit.
Yeah. And Dallas is on the clock, just to let you know.
Is Dallas on the clock? Okay. Dallas. I still don't know why it's not showing up.
There we go. It's coming up on there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
All right. So let's talk about Dallas here.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas was right in the mix of things up until the very end, and came up a bit short. They needed they needed to win by 21, and they didn't come remotely close to that.
Mm-hmm.
So, given their situation, where do you think they go? Defense, more offense, more weapons?
Honestly, I think similar to its counterparts in the NFL, I think if you don't build for offense early on, you're going to have a hard time because if you have because the defenses are only going to get stronger. You want to make sure that you're
Hmm.
available to move the ball down the field consistently. Now,
Yeah.
Dallas, they've been a fairly inconsistent team on offense, so this is probably a good chance to swoop in and potentially get one of those top players. They don't need a quarterback, or I think you'd probably say they do. But me personally, I'm cool with the homie. I'm cool with the homie doing his thing, and DJ Church. He's only going to get better. But I think another receiver to pair along with Jerry Riggs that would definitely help their cause. That would be my thing.
Yeah. One might even argue a a what the heck? Oh, a tight end. Sorry, I don't know why that was so hard for me to think of. Probably because I'm trying to do five different things.
It'd be like that, yo.
Uh, but a tight end, I think, could really help them too.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple pretty good ones out there. Um, I'm not the most knowledgeable. Uh, I'm not the most knowledgeable about all the ECFL players, but I would say that I think probably a Dusty Rooks would be a
Mm-hmm.
good pick for them.
Mm-hmm, most definitely. I see someone in the chat said, "Are they announcing with our usernames?" I think we could make that possible. That should be fine.
Uh,
So,
Maybe.
but like it's a 2-man game. I'll do as much as I can. But let's see, Anthony Stank. That's going to be Iron Man, aka KT, and
Yep.
for the defense tackle Jerry Philbin, that is Canes 87 from Arizona State.
Yes, sir. And
Yeah,
we are kind of getting down to the last little bit here.
no, will they get their picking is the question.
Well, if they don't, they get a wonderful selection made by me.
It'd be like that sometimes. Someone came unprepared in the USFA draft. Love to see it.
They were quite literally just talking a few minutes ago, and all of a sudden, radio silence.
Welp.
And that is that.
I might as well hit that tone. The pick is in.
Yep, pick is in.
Let's go ahead and do it.
So the Dallas Dragons are going to be taking out of UCF tight end Dusty Rooks.
And Dusty Brooks, that is username DatDude717. Shout out to the homie right there doing his thing at Central Florida. It's close to my heart. I'm a Florida boy, but I like the pick as well. They definitely do need some more offensive weapons. The church should throw to. Not the wide
Mm-hmm.
receiver like I was thinking, but a tight end. We've seen how good tight ends could be in this league with guys like Vic Dotson. What's word from Gataki Dracos. Don't forget
Yep.
the homies over there in Arizona as well. They got the 2 tight end thing going on with Frome
Yep.
and
I do
Lewis. Keep it moving.
Yeah, I do need to cut you off so I can put the Anchorage Snow Devils officially on the clock here.
No. Just kidding. Yeah, they can go on the clock. I'll control that. It's fine. Let's go ahead and put them on. Now, Anchorage, they have a lot of needs. Offense
They
and
do.
defense.
They tried to do a bit of an all-in push last season, came up a bit short. Traded for retiring superstar wide receiver, Joseph, and then they also had picked up in their expansion draft quarterback Bobby Markham, who is kind of getting into his later years.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they definitely need a quarterback, but I think they're the only team that needs one. So I think they have the luxury of waiting until towards the end of the draft to pick that up.
Okay. I mean, they could definitely go a lot of ways. If they want to stick with Markham, it's good. If they want to go with the wide receiver to give Markham some weapons, it's good. You could go defense, cornerback, free safety, strong safety. There's plenty of offensive weapons, defensive weapons all over.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that being said, the pick from Anchorage is in.
Rounding out then.
All right. With the 4th overall pick in the Season 8 USFA entry draft, the Anchorage Snow Devils have selected out of Arizona State quarterback Dane Jones. That's going to be D Jones 4 on the username.
Good job, good deal. The only quarterback available.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Yeah. Tampa Bay is officially going to be on the clock here.
Alrighty. How you feeling about this pick, though? So they're moving away from Markham.
Yeah, so it was to be expected that they moved away from Markham. He's pretty deep into his regression now, and he's kind of losing his touch. So that, and he hasn't been very active. So his development isn't quite there. Bringing in new young blood at the quarterback position was necessary. Mm-hmm. Now it's about building up for the future around that young quarterback for them. So Tampa Bay is on the clock here. Mm-hmm. It's presumable that they're going to take their own player.
Yep. I think it's already in, right?
It is already in.
Then let's go ahead and renounce it.
So the Tampa Bay Typhoon have selected out of Memphis wide receiver Brownson Sparrow. That is going to be Larry Firebird, the owner of Tampa Bay, taking his owner player, as is required by league rules. And I believe that brings us to Huntington Beach.
Alrighty.
And you might as well just throw that trade alert up.
Why the hell not? Why not? It isn't going to be a draft unless I move some pieces. Come on, man. What do you think? But yeah, that's a trade.
It's true. Stacks makes at least 3 or 4 trades per draft. And you've got that graphic. So whenever you would like to throw that thing on up there.
I surely will.
All right. So the Huntington Beach Voyagers are going to send the current 6th overall pick, the 26th overall pick, cornerback Tristan Mitchell, linebacker Nicholas Watt, and halfback Tom Edwards over to St. Louis in exchange for the 9th overall pick, the 14th overall pick, the 20th overall pick, the 36th overall pick, defensive tackle Terrence Goldsberry, and D lineman Carlton Rhodes. So that would put wow, did I just say at?
Yep.
Man, I am typing in Discord and talking here. That would put St. Louis up on the clock here.
St. Louis it is. The champs is here early. Yeah, the St. Louis Archers, they came out from the number 2 seed. Ended up winning it all against Tacoma. And that was a fun game seeing St. Louis putting on. And we'll have to see how they re-up after this draft. They're going to start here. A little bit of calamity. Just give us 1 second.
Yeah, there's... Oh, man.
It wouldn't be a draft unless there's a little calamity in the back end. Hold up.
It is... Okay.
But I hope everyone's having a great Saturday.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Third this season, third next. Okay, cool. Jeez Louise. Tampa is having a thing. Keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Just keep her going.
But yeah, St. Louis, they could use a little bit on both sides of the field still. They could always use the wide receiver to help out with Rebecca Montaigne getting her 3rd ring. You could also add in potentially even a 2nd tight end a little bit later on, but I don't think that's worth the 1st round pick. I'm thinking something more defense to help out with Preston Dotson in the gang. Make sure that they keep the rest of the people on their toes when they play up against them. That might be a good move for them as well, as we're still settling in the back end. Y'all pull big trailers, nothing small. Yeah, we don't mess around, KT. We do not mess around at all.
There we go. Okay, we are set up. The pick is in from St. Louis. It's been in for a little bit. I just had to take care of Tampa Bay.
Do what you need to do, big homie.
They got confused on the draft order.
It'd be like that. But we do have the pick, as you said. Who does the champions bring in?
The St. Louis Archers are selecting. Wow.
You need to go sleep.
I need to stay up longer. The St. Louis Archers are selecting outside linebacker John Smith, not affiliated with the ECFL. He came over as a brand new create and has made some waves.
St. Louis said they're not playing games. They won the chip, so they're allowed to take some chances, and I think it's a chance worth taking. Just like you said, John Smith, he's been balling out since he's been in the league. I honestly don't blame him for taking the chance on him. The outside linebacker position is always open for pretty much every team, in my personal opinion, to get after that quarterback, help on the passing defense as well. I think we might have ourselves a potential defensive defensive rookie of the year candidate here.
Possibly, yeah. Just give me a brief moment to get this trade board up to date.
Mm-hmm.
You should see the Arizona Rattlers up here on the clock.
Arizona?
Yes, sir.
Who wants to hear about Arizona? I'm just kidding. Arizona's one of my favorite teams, and they could honestly go a lot of ways too. I know 2 positions they won't go after will be quarterback and halfback. That's pretty much all I know. But they could go a lot of ways too. Wide receiver, you can never go wrong with wide receiver, especially seeing as there's not that many in this class. So if you want to give your boy Money Mills some more weapons, it wouldn't hurt. Defensively, you can honestly say that could be a real big spot to choose as well, outside of maybe linebacker. Anything in the secondary side of things will be good for them, no doubt. But it's going to be a fun ride for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of things Arizona could do here. They really struggled on defense last season, and I think if I was them, I would try for some defense.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like the pick has indeed come in here. So
Just gotta
whenever you would like to flip that over.
I do what I want, Dad. Just kidding. What you got?
All right. And the Arizona Rattlers have selected out of Baylor outside linebacker David Sutherland, username Cowboy Jim.
Yeah, a steal. a
That's
steal.
a steal.
A
That's a
steal.
steal. That is the
That
best defensive player in the draft, hands down. Not even like currently, at least.
a steal.
Great pick.
Like what can you not say about this guy? He could play tight end. He could play linebacker. He could do everything. He is a god, and I love him.
Dude.
Cowboy Jim. He's active as well. Like you honestly can't be mad at the pick. Like I seen it in the back, and I was like, "You son of a bitches," but I like it.
Yep.
I like it for you guys. So no, I appreciate it though. Arizona's going to be real nice with that pick. Solid.
Yes, sir. Outside linebacker. I need to get this thing up just a little bit. That was David Sutherland going off the board there.
Yes, indeed.
Out of Baylor. And that puts the Charlotte Royals on the clock here.
Oh, God. These guys. These guys. What can you say that has been said about Charlotte? They had the best regular season record. They only lost one game. And they're beasts on block. They have a lot of weapons, a lot of activity on both sides of the football. You can honestly go either way. Tight end, quarterback, you don't need. Cornerback, you don't need. Linebacker, you don't need. You got two great ones over there. I mean, a secondary player wouldn't hurt. You could probably go for an active halfback if you want to. I mean, it really depends on where you want to swing.
Well, I am going to be... I need to take a second to look over the board here and decide what I kind of want to take.
Take time.
And I think I'm going to probably take... Man, I think I might need another tight end, you know?
Yeah, just trade Vic Dotson. It's not like he put over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns this year.
Absolutely not. Yeah, that's going to look like the pick right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put this in. All right.
Just know I hate you.
I bet you do. That's okay.
That's fine. Sad.
So, if you would like to throw that pick is in.
I already did.
Perfect. With the 8th overall pick, the Charlotte Royals have selected out of Appalachian State Riker Bryston, wide receiver.
I'm so hot, bro. Oh,
I believe Huntington Beach. I believe Huntington Beach is up, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They are. But no, seriously though, a real great pick there for Charlotte. You got to give your homie Hank Falco some weapons. He's one of the top dogs in the wide receiver side of things. If you've seen Appalachian State last season, you know that Riker Bryson was a huge reason as to why they were so great. So I can't wait to see how he does in the purple and light blue and gold. There for Charlotte. It's going to be a fun ride for sure. Even though it doesn't really hurt me too much because he's going to be teaming up with the best tight end. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But now I got to figure out what I do.
With that being said, Huntington Beach is officially on the clock, getting this pick from St. Louis in that trade.
Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see it. Where do I go? Where does Huntington Beach go? They have a lot of talent as well. I think halfback wouldn't be a need this high. Maybe a backup would work a little bit later. Defense, you can never really go wrong with defense, in my personal opinion. But just gotta see where everything lines up. I got some time, so
You do, yeah.
I might milk this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I might.
Oh,
milk
you're
this.
fine. You're fine. It gives me time to catch up. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Third from Huntington Beach goes to. So that is STL via HBV. And you got there fourth in that deal, correct?
In the trade?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You do. You do.
I do.
All right.
Okay. I posted.
Cool. All right. The pick is obviously in.
Yep.
The Huntington Beach Voyagers have selected, also out of Appalachian State, a wide receiver named Vernon Mills.
Vernon Mills, the homie Vernon Mills. The player name is the same as the Discord name, but he was also a beast on the block there for Appalachian State, just like Caboose said. I love his talent, and I can't wait to see what he could do along with the rest of this offense with Up the No Good, Action Jackson Jr. There's a lot of weapons here that he could flourish. I'm planning on making him a star. That's the goal. And who is next?
And that is going to be the New York Mafia coming up next.
Mm-hmm.
New York has a powerhouse of a running back.
Doc Boone. Woody woo.
Yeah, absolutely. He is. He's going to be a huge, huge piece for them moving forward. The question is, who do they put on? Who do they tack on with him? Their passing game hasn't been the greatest. Their receiving game hasn't been the greatest. Their tight ends haven't been the greatest. So I'm kind of looking over here, trying to see who they might take, and
it wouldn't hurt to go defense, probably.
It really wouldn't.
Or because most of the wide receivers, the top end wide receivers, are pretty much gone now. So
yeah,
unless they want to find a replacement for their tight end Gataki Dracos, who had a pretty decent enough year. I mean,
yeah, I don't think that's necessarily something they need to do. So I'm thinking, actually, they have quite literally nothing on offense.
that's fair.
So I think it makes complete and total sense for them to make that pick right there.
Alrighty. Let me know when the pick is in. I'll flick it over.
And the pick is indeed in.
Alrighty, let's do it. Who you got?
With the 10th overall pick, the New York Mafia select out of East Carolina running back Ron Jolan.
Ron Jolan. Interesting. Going halfback here. They already have Doc Boone, so he must be some sort of gadget player that could do a little bit of everything. Can catch out the backfield,
Yep.
give him a little bit extra looks, give him that offensive weapon. What's his name that used to play for Jacksonville? That was quarterback from Michigan. I forgot his name. But you know what I'm talking about. He could do a little bit of
Yeah.
everything.
No. For sure.
But I'm not mad at the
Man
pick.
can
He's
do a
definitely the
lot.
top halfback guy. So definitely a good look.
Yeah. And I think, a two running back thing where you can pick it up out of the backfield, throw him in the slot maybe. He's, he can do a bit of everything for them. And, you might, when you got nothing really left on offense, you should probably try and beef it up a bit.
I'm not mad at it.
That would bring the Tampa Bay Typhoon back up on the clock here.
Let's do it. Tampa Bay. They already got Bronson, so they do have another pick to go wherever they need to go. A good move, in my opinion. Now, one pick that I may think will work out for them if they want to see if they could get some high-end talent, probably a halfback, because I'm not 100% sure if Ja'Cory Dash is that long-term spot for them. If they could kind of do something similar to what New York has, have like a little bit of a duo, I think that might work out for them. And then they also have Jason Copeland where they can move around too. He's not a slouch in his own right.
Oh, for sure. There's a lot to like about the Tampa Bay team. They had an excellent passing attack. A lot of their games were just one-score games. They just came out on the wrong end of. So, I think any kind of talent that they're adding is going to be huge. It's going to help them get over that hump, hopefully, be more competitive and win those tight games.
Most definitely.
Still waiting on the pick here.
Still got some time.
Yeah, for sure. How do you think, any big surprises in the first round?
Well, the first pick, I was expecting for the trade. I don't know about the trades until they happen. So I thought, like, you're gonna let Haynes go out your hands. I was like, what are you doing? But when I seen the trade, I was like, okay, maybe I should like chill out a little bit, trust in that white guy, trust in my homie. But no, that was a real good setup of picks there. Anthony Stink. I actually had Anthony Stink going somewhere within 3 to 5. And actually potentially number 2 as well, but it really does just depend on how the draft's shaking up. But yeah, those are definitely real big picks. I didn't expect Sutherland to fall all the way down to where he did. He should have been a top 5 easy. But hey, it is what it is. We'll see what they do.
All right, and the pick is in with only a handful of seconds remaining.
You love to see it. Right on time.
Yeah, absolutely. The Tampa Bay Typhoon have selected out of Ole Miss tight end Travis Vaughn.
Very nice. Very nice pick. That is not a bad pick at all. I'm not even mad at that. You got to give... I keep saying the same things, but it rings true for so many teams. There's so many good quarterbacks in the USFA. And the more weapons that a quarterback has, your offense is just going to go to a different level every single time.
Yeah.
And that was one thing that Tampa Bay was hurting, was from the tight end position. Even though Evan Hunt is solid, me personally, Evan Hunt, I think he's a little bit capped in comparison to what he could do. He doesn't have the best speed. He's a decent blocker. He's a little bit of everything. But Travis Vaughn automatically is an offensive weapon put on that offense, so you love it.
Yeah. And the Pittsburgh Roughnecks are on the clock.
Made it to round 2.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Cool. And where do you go from here? I mean, he had 2 of the best players in the draft.
I don't know. It's that's a great question. I think there's a number of ways, uh, but I actually need to focus in here on something. I'm getting some communications.
Imagine that white guy typing in the chat. You're supposed to be posting your pick in the chat. Get out of here. But nah, seriously, there's a lot of ways that Pittsburgh could go. They could go secondary. I think one of the big things that they do need improvement on is on the secondary side of things. It's a lot of ways that they could go at it. Um, Defensive line, like you said, you already addressed it. You could always double back to it if you want. You could go linebacker as well. There's still plenty of talent there, especially in the second round. This is where the meat and potatoes of the draft is going to be coming through.
Mm-hmm. I need to look over some things, make sure things are. What?
Or do they find some help? Or do they find some help for Mike Hawk in the backfield? I mean, they could very well do that. Make sure that the homie Mike gets his rest, and can also put another halfback somewhere in the wide receiver group, switch up some plays, maybe some trickery via the Wildcat. You never know what can happen on offense. You could go a lot of different ways for sure.
Are they trying to trade a free agent right now? I think they're trying to trade a free agent.
Imagine. You love to see the calamity. I remember that one time where like someone was supposed to be protected, but it wasn't even on the team before the expansion draft.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
Why? Okay, this is frustrating. Where is this man's sheet? Oh, was I looking at Tacoma?
You might have. I don't know. I don't have your screen up.
No, I was looking at them. Because there's that guy, and that dude is missing. Did I 100% just totally delete his sheet on accident?
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. We're going to make this work.
And yes, you're in there, Indian man. You're in there. You're just a little bit further
Yeah.
down.
What's the clock looking like for
1 minute.
Pittsburgh?
1 minute.
Cool. Pick is in as I speak of it.
Wait, where is he? I put him in
he just made today. He literally just made today. I did not get him in there. So I'm going to have...
I thought I did.
If you did, you did?
Okay, I could have swore I did. Let me see. Or maybe I put him on a different sheet on accident. That's probably what I did. But
you're good. Let me get this pick announced here.
Sure.
As we try and figure out all the last second chaos that happened in the last maybe hour before this draft took place.
Pick is in. Let's do it.
Pick is in. No, I just need to find his name. There he is. The Pittsburgh Roughnecks have selected cornerback Jackson Brady, not affiliated with the ECFL, new create.
And what's the user?
The Indian.
Oh, okay. He was only here for like 15 minutes and you're already getting drafted. You love to see it getting into the draft fold already. A high second-round draft pick. Not too much tape on the homie. But I do like his jip. He's asking a lot of questions in the chat. You never know what he could do for you. You got to keep on updating. And as long as he keeps on being active, this could be a pretty big steal here for this Pittsburgh team. They already have, in my opinion, the best draft.
Absolutely. And Huntington Beach is on the clock for the next 2 picks.
Oh, you love to see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know where I'm going. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now I have some idea. I have some idea.
I need to know. Okay. And then they receive. They receive. And a season number. Third. File. Export. Cool. Who you getting here?
Yeah, I'm posting right now. Right now, I'm sorry.
I see it. I see it. You're making the entire chat wait in suspense.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Oh, you're the worst.
Mm-hmm. It's your fault. You shouldn't have picked my pick first.
All right. Well, let's announce both these picks back to back here.
Let me flip over 1 second. Here you go.
Whenever you are ready.
Oh, you want me to announce it?
Oh, no. I was just wondering if you had done the thing yet.
Oh, I did. I've been
So
doing
the cool. The Huntington Beach Voyagers have selected with the 13th overall pick out of UTSA, strong safety Tom Krieg. And then with the, what did I just say? 13th. So this would be the 14th overall pick. The Huntington Beach Voyagers select unaffiliated player, free safety Trey Glock.
Let's get
And
it,
that
man.
will put the New York Mafia on the clock here.
Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's do it.
Okay, so I need to mark some people as picked. For my own personal mental health. You know, let's look at the Mafia's. Oops. I mean, if you're the Mafia here, right? You just got a second running back for your player for your team.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next? And you've kind of got a handful of options here on defense, but would you go defense? Would you try and find maybe another offensive player somewhere hidden in this draft? Do you go kicker?
You could go a lot of different ways for sure. I mean, they do have a bot kicker, so they could definitely go in that direction. Secure that special teams is definitely one of the three main phases of the game of football, and we've seen a lot of inconsistent kicking play. Let's just say like that.
Yeah.
So it definitely could help them out for sure.
I need to check out one little thing. Oh, they really need that too, though. All right, that makes. I'm gonna do that instead for them. I think that would make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the pick is in,
Alrighty.
and with this pick. Oh wait, nope, I can't pick that. Can I?
Let me see.
I think I can.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whew.
Mm-hmm.
The New York Mafia have selected unaffiliated player defensive tackle Tyree Wells.
And he's definitely been one of those active guys in the chat too, so he's going to have a fun time in the state of New York. Love to see that defense get stronger there for sure.
That puts the Huntington Beach Voyagers back up on the clock.
Oh, you love to see it. Let me see.
Keep it in your pants.
Oh, I just gotta change one thing here. Just give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and throw that bad boy back on. And we're on Huntington Beach. Let's see.
That was Jackson Brady. The outside was he?
Jackson Brady. I think it's cornerback.
Yeah, he was a corner. And then Tampa had selected that tight end, Travis Vaughn.
Post it.
Give me but a moment here as I figure out some housekeeping. Huntington Beach has selected an unaffiliated outside linebacker, and they have picked Cliff Allen with this selection here.
Going defense, man. So, we need to stop all these crazy fools here in this Western Conference, my guy. Like, I'm not playing around with y'all. Y'all try to run through me this season. Y'all try it now.
And sounds good. All right. The Arizona Rattlers are up on the clock again here. Sure. Fun fact about Arizona, they are an original franchise, been here since season 1, and they have never made a trade. Not once.
Damn. Interesting.
So in 7 full seasons, they have never made a trade.
Where do they go from here at the draft in Sutherland?
Probably more defense, honestly. I guess you could try and draft a running back if you're trying to, gear for, eventual life without Ulf, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Right. I think they're going to try and go defense.
Mm-hmm.
And the pick is in.
All right, let me flip over right about now.
The Arizona Rattlers have selected a unaffiliated kicker, Carolina Andrijanic. I'm never going to be able to pronounce that. That is AW's player. Adrianic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, that was a mouthful. But congrats to AW there.
Interesting pick. They have David Washington. So,
True. But now Charlotte here is on the clock.
Charlotte.
Which I'm now going to use some of my time to catch back up.
I feel it. But a great pick, most definitely. AW, one of our... He's been there since the beginning. Like, he's definitely one of those guys that has been there since the beginning. Carolina, if you've been here since the CSFA days, you know that the last team to win the championship was the Lake Geneva University Owls, ran by yours truly. And that was my kicker. So I know that she's a beast on the block. She's going to be great in Arizona. I can't wait to see her in that pink and yellow. It's going to be a fun ride for sure.
All right. Caught up a little bit. I do have another thing I need to process.
Imagine processing.
I don't process anything. I just kind of make it up as I go along here.
I feel it. Big mood.
You know, I might as well. If y'all are gonna leave him here for me, I'm gonna take him.
Do what you need to do, big homie. I think I know you're gonna pick Sue. Yep.
Yeah, you probably do.
Yep. Yep. Well, I'll go ahead and flick it over. You go ahead and announce it, big homie.
All right. The Charlotte Royals have selected with the 18th overall pick out of University Central Florida strong safety Kenny Bombard.
He's a straight beast on the block, and he was making plays. I seen him make some serious plays in Central Florida. We don't really like the... Well, actually, I'm not even going to say none of that political stuff. They're a good team. They're a good team. And I do like...
St. Louis on the clock, by the way.
Yeah, St. Louis. Okay. But yeah, definitely going to make that secondary a lot much stronger there for the homies in Charlotte. He said St. Louis?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So,
via Tacoma,
indeed. So, as of right now, TPE-wise, the one that is the highest, the player that's the highest is Braxton McFadden. Got to see where the champions go in this particular one. Should be a quick one from what I'm seeing. But there's a lot of users here that we have yet to go through. So shout out to the big homies there. Can't wait to see what they do. They trying to win back-to-back championships. Get to number 3 like Huntington Beach.
And I believe that might have been the pick right there. Nope. Oh, yes, that was the pick.
Yep.
All right. The St. Louis Archers have selected out of Maryland cornerback Xavier Lingham, also previously known as Christopher Baker.
Christopher Baker, indeed, my man. And he's a beast on the block, too. I love seeing him fly in Maryland. They didn't do real well this past game I seen in the ECFL. They got pretty whooped up, but it could be because Lingham wasn't there trying to stop the defense for sure. I like his chip, though. He real rangy safety, a lot of speed. He could do a lot of big things here going up with Gum Arabic.
Absolutely. And Huntington Beach on the clock again.
Again. You love to see it. Let me see. What is available? And I think I already know who I want. Yes, sure. There you go.
Cool. Let me see. Get that thing up on there. Awesome. The Huntington Beach Voyagers have selected with the 20th overall pick a unaffiliated cornerback, Ethan McWells, Electics.
Yeah, I seen him pop in. I like him, man. I like my young corners, man. I love to see it.
I know you do.
And like paired up with who Huntington Beach already has with X-Pac and Kyshawn Williams. I really want to make this a no-fly zone. I think I found what I needed to find for sure.
Absolutely. And I believe after that puts Tampa Bay back up on the clock.
For sure.
Yeah. I need to be paying attention just a wee little bit here. Oh, actually, hold on. I lied. Put a trade alert back up on there.
What? I love that sound. I'm sorry. You got
so let me send you this. Yeah, I'm going to send it to you. There you are. And which one is it? It is not that one. This one. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by, folks. We have a pretty decent trade coming in.
Interesting. Just give me like a minute. Okay.
Man, I love that this chat is absolutely popping. I love to see you guys. We're going to have an awesome season coming up here, Season 8.
Y'all better bring it in these games, man. We're going to be hyped, yo.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Trade is in now. Let's do it.
Sweet. All right, so the Tampa Bay Typhoon are trading the on-the-clock pick for cornerback Thor Brown and a Season 9 third, which is Anchorage's third. Mm-hmm. And the Anchorage Snow Devils are going to receive Anthony Delano, wide receiver, and a 21st, the current on-the-clock pick, which means that the Anchorage Snow Devils on the clock.
Put them on then. How you feeling, Anchorage? I hope you ain't that chilly over there. You need to get some players on that squad so you can push for the playoffs. And there's a lot of ways they could go at it for this particular instance here. Let me go ahead and flip it back over so you can see what's happening. But they could go a lot of ways here. I think halfback they really don't need. They already got their quarterback now. So if they could find, they already have Delano as well via the trade. That'll definitely help. But defense may be the play as per the talent available. But if they see something better, you never know. How's everybody doing in the chat? I hope you're having a blessed Saturday. It's the USFA entry draft up in this thing.
And who did they take? Oh, okay. That's who they took.
Pick is in.
It is. Give me a moment.
Let me know when to flip it.
Go ahead, flip it now.
Show.
And the Anchorage Snow Devils have selected out of Baylor outside linebacker Mike McIver.
Definitely a strong pick up there. They did end up trading one of their better picks from last season to Huntington Beach. That was Kingston Ali. So you could definitely use some more traction in that area, slow down the run game, get after the quarterback, And Mike McAvoy, he could definitely do that.
Absolutely. Not mad at that at all. As now, I believe that brings us to Pittsburgh.
Back on the clock. I see.
Yeah. And we are on 2-minute timers now.
2 minutes. Okay, let me flip that then. I shall start it up then. Let's do it. No more games, folks. We in round number 3. Still have some top tier talent available too, so definitely not something to sleep on for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot out there. We'll see just what we get out of here.
Now, where does Pittsburgh go from here? Is the question.
Man, I don't know.
They already made so much.
Awesome
They made so much headway. Like, it seems like everything else is just icing on the cake at this point.
Pretty much. Maybe a safety, maybe a corner. I don't know.
Well, he is typing, so he's probably like, maybe not him. Maybe him. And then probably on that mode. 50 more seconds here. And he did not pay attention at all. You love to see it. X. Try again, sir.
We'll give him another 20 seconds.
He literally just picked. Pay attention.
All right, there we go. We can go with that one. That's a pick we can roll with.
You love to see it. The calamity continues here in the USFA, but who does Pittsburgh have?
Absolutely. The Pittsburgh Roughnecks have selected unaffiliated outside linebacker Austin Wheeler, username Toxic Jellybean.
Okay, now with that name, he got to be a goat. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But that's Pittsburgh's one of their biggest things was to work on their defense. So keeping it on. You love to see it. Who's next?
It is the Dallas Dragons back on the clock here for the first time in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. This might be the perfect place for Braxton McFadden to come into the fold, in my personal opinion.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, it's very possible.
They can always use defense too. I think their secondary is decent with Wheezy Porter and Ingram, but I think if they was to go defense, they'll probably need corner. And it just says okay, just sorry.
So Dallas, they have 2 running backs that I think just are total wastes of cap space. They're not going anywhere. They're not the greatest players. They're not going to get any better. I think Braxton McFadden needs to be the pick. But that would also mean, cutting ties with maybe 1 or 2 of their current guys, their current linebackers, and that creates a little bit of dead cap on the books. They might not want.
Shout out to everybody in the chat too. Been deep all stream long. You love to see it. Can't wait to do it again next season and the season after that. But yes, definitely I would say if it isn't halfback, defense wouldn't hurt. Linebacker, defensive line, corner, any of those would be good picks in my opinion. For
there's a lot of good ways they can go. It's just a matter of which one they take. Right. And if it was me, I would probably put a little bit of dead money in the books and take McFadden.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like
Still got some
The
seconds.
pick.
Is it in?
Who the fuck? I'm assuming he's taking this guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, he mixed a couple names up.
That makes more sense. Okay. My bad. I was about to roast your ass on stream. God damn it.
All right. So,
let me flip over.
The pick is in.
Yep, you're good.
All right. The Dallas Dragons have selected unaffiliated outside linebacker Jackson Storm, username Ben22. And with that pick, that will put Huntington Beach back up on the clock, unfortunately.
Interesting. Where do I go with this?
So, well, while you're thinking about that, tell me what you think about that last pick.
I think you probably could have found that value a little bit later in the draft. I don't think you passed up on Braxton on that one. See if you could give your offense a little bit more juice, but I could see why Dallas would want to go linebacker, try to get up the quarterback, just like a lot of other teams available here. So, I mean, we'll see if the homie Braxton continues to fall.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see where he goes at this point.
Mm-hmm. It's my time now, so I gotta see what I could do, and I gotta rush it. I hate rushing.
Oh my lord!
I hate rushing. But I think I have an idea. Sure, why
not? Okay. Get rid of that one. Oh, nope, I want that one. I want that one gone. And I need... Oh, dear.
Damn, I forgot what I was about to pick. I forgot. Oh, man. Sure, why not?
I need that.
There you go, Ryan.
All right. All right, and that pick is in. And with that pick, the Huntington Beach Voyagers are selecting defensive tackle Thomas Noble out of Arizona State.
Need them big bodies, man. Need them big bodies. I don't care what nobody say. You need big bodies in the trenches if you want to get the victory. That was my thought process there for sure. So can't wait to see him
on the clock.
New York again.
Yep, New York up. I'm going to take a minute to process this one little thing here. I need to know what picks those are. Jeez Louise. That's 20. We're gonna take that one right there. And the pick is in for you.
All right, let me flip over right about now.
All right, with the 25th overall pick, the New York Mafia are taking unaffiliated kicker Jake Parkey, and I believe Huntington Beach. Nope. St. Louis is up on the clock here.
That'll be some cheese if I was on the kid.
Yeah, no. I saw HPV first and later saw it was St. Louis via Huntington Beach. So give him just a sec here as St. Louis goes up on the clock.
Okay, let me go ahead and flip over. You said St. Louis?
Yep, St. Louis.
Alrighty. Still got some top tier talent with 400 TPE and up. Still some 300 TPE available as well. So still got plenty of talent available. Help prime themselves for the upcoming season.
I need to know. Okay, this goes through then. And go ahead and throw that trade alert up for me.
Shit like that. You sending it to me?
Oh, yeah. I was making it. We have another trade to report here, and while Stacks flips over to it, I will take some time to catch the draft board back up.
Alrighty. Interesting. Go ahead and set that up for y'all. Like a true player. They don't pay me enough for this, just kidding.
I don't pay you at all.
That's tough. But we are here and it is up. What's the trade look like, sir?
All right. The trade is that the Dallas Dragons will receive the on-the-clock pick, 26th overall, and the 30th overall pick. And the Archers receive a Season 9 and Season 10 third from Dallas.
Very nice. So Dallas is on the clock, right?
Dallas is indeed up on the clock here, tagging them right now. Whew. This is testing my skills of typing. What do you think of the trade there?
It's solid though. You know, Dragons, they need some pieces, and I think with that trade, I think they might double back and get that player we were thinking they were getting. You never know.
Possibly, yeah. It's very possible here.
If they get their pick on. Like, I gotta see what picks I have left, or do I even have picks left?
I don't know.
I think I do. I hope I do. That would be nice.
No. I think you have 40th overall. The last you have Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
And that pick is in.
You love to see it. Let's do it.
All right, the Dallas Dragons have selected out of Fresno State running back Braxton McFadden.
And it swoops right back to where we was talking about just a minute ago. They needed to pick, in my opinion, and they double right back to get it. I love to see it. Yep. Great pick and great value too, as well.
Yeah, Arizona up on the clock here.
Arizona. Okay. I'll go ahead and flip it. Now, where did they go from here is the question.
That is an excellent question. There's still a decent amount of defense available. So I would probably say a defense focused is where they go from here.
Interesting. Um, we could go over who they got up to this point. They got Davis Sutherland, and they have Caroline Adrianic up to this point. So they can honestly go defense. There's still some cornerback talent available if they want to see if they could put someone on the opposite side of who is their one corner they have. Lawrence Sands, there you go.
Yep.
If they could get someone on opposite of him, I think that might be a real good pick. I see y'all in the chat for the Discord, but y'all ain't in the chat for the video. Where y'all at? But I love it, though.
I know, right?
But I appreciate you all for stopping by, checking out who's going where. Still plenty of time. They've still got another round of calls as well, so.
Fucking calling my ass. What the heck? Got people calling me in Discord chats.
That's tough.
All right. And that pick is in.
Yes, it is. Who you got? Arizona.
Arizona has selected unaffiliated cornerback Jason Matiso.
Username Ja.
Ja.
Ja Rule. Is it Ya or Ja? Ya.
Gotta know. We gotta know. I believe that puts Charlotte up on the clock here with their third pick.
Most definitely. Where do you go with this one?
I go to Uranus and back.
Pause. But seriously, I had no words with that. I had no response. But let's see. You got Riker Bryson. You got Kenny Bombard. Up to this point, I think replacement for the linebacker would help. That wouldn't be a bad move. I think the secondary is pretty much set. If you could go defensive lineman, that could be a good piece as well. Maybe a backup halfback to spell spiderweb. You could go a lot of different directions with this pick.
I need to figure things out first. How much time do I got left?
I'll just start it here. You got 2 minutes. I forgot to click on.
Oh, okay. Phew.
Also, shout out to all the new people coming into the YouTube, into the Discord as well. They're from this. Shout out to the homies.
Okay.
Right now we got a few cornerbacks available. We got safeties available. We still have a lineman available as well on the DL. So a lot of options available here for you, homie.
Yeah, for sure. All right. I'm just going to put this in now.
Okay. Let me go ahead and flip it over. Call it out.
The Charlotte Royals have selected unaffiliated cornerback Chris Sheen.
Username Tagatam. Doing his thing right there. Joining into the fold. And Chris Sheen joining on that very, very tough secondary. See if he can make his way potentially as a slot corner, if you will. Work his way up. You never know what you could do with him.
And for the first time tonight, the Tacoma Eruption are on the clock.
It is their first time. That's crazy.
I know, right?
The
Tacoma
team...
and trading all their draft picks. Name a better duo.
Yep. Or forgetting to put in the protection on Preston Dotson. Whatever. Fucking idiot. But I love me some Beast, man. I love him. He's good people.
Beast is pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. He is.
But where do you go from here? You already have one of the top quarterbacks. Halfback should be out of the question. I like Lamar Davis there. Wide receiver stacked. tight end, if you want to go tight end to go past the homie Frederick Kaiser, you could go that route. They may go defense with this one. I think defense makes the most sense.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. It's there's a decent amount of ways they can go kind of this late in the draft. It's kind of tough to say where they go, but I think if I was them, I would probably try and take a running back.
You think have a little bit of a duo with Lamar Davis? Think it might help him out a little bit?
Yeah, I don't think Lamar Davis is quite ready to be a standalone back, and I think he would do well with a partner.
I honestly think quite the opposite. His first game, he came out with 4 touchdowns. And mid-season.
We'll see. We'll see here. If it comes down to an auto pick, which it might, because I don't know if he's around.
Might not be available. Maybe.
Yeah.
He's busy doing real life shit, probably.
Probably. We had most everyone here.
Mm-hmm.
It's one pick for him, so.
I
will give him a. Give him a quick. Yeah, I'll give him a quick look here. They could use a linebacker. I'll give him a linebacker.
Okay.
They're gonna take that one.
I already clicked it over, so just say when you're ready.
Yep. The Tacoma Eruption are going to be selecting outside linebacker Jason Cash.
Such a dope name, I swear. Jason Cash.
And I believe that will put Dallas back up on the clock here.
Dallas is on the clock. We only have, how many players do we have left? 7?
Not sure. I haven't been counting.
As per the board I have here, is 7 more blocks not filled. So, got to see where these fellers go. Still have outside linebackers, still have safety, 2 safeties actually. We have a tight end available, we got a defensive end, halfback, and outside linebacker. So, still got some time, still got some players.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
He wasn't paying attention. Good job, Texas. Nope. Don DeMarco. Actually, I need to hear the Don DeMarco on the stream. I've had it on mute, but I want to hear it on stream.
So he was a CB. All right. You said there's only 7 more picks, right?
7 more players for what I see. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! I might not even have Mr. Relevant. That's sad.
That's true. I need to check.
Unless people skip. I don't know if they will, but they probably won't.
Yeah, people probably won't skip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that leaves St. Louis via Huntington Beach as the last overall pick here.
Wait, so we'll have one?
No, St. Louis via.
Oh, they have it. Okay, so my draft is done. You love to see it.
Yes, sir, it is. Okay. And with the 30th overall pick, it is in. Dallas is selecting out of Arkansas strong safety Joey Phillips.
Gotta help out that secondary, my man. I ain't mad at you. I did talk about Ingram and Weezy Porter a little bit earlier. They're both great. at the safety positions for them, one of their highlights there in Dallas, but you can move him around a little bit. He could play outside linebacker as well, so that could definitely help him get some nice spacing there for that defense.
All right, and we have Tampa Bay coming up onto the clock here.
Sure. Bless you. Did that sneeze?
No, that was a cough.
Okay.
I got bad lungs.
Yeah. Well, I was sucking that dick.
No. No. All right. And it looks like that pick is in.
Alrighty. It's over. Let's do it.
All right. The Tampa Bay Typhoon with the 31st overall pick have selected out of Arizona State Hendrix Harlow. And that means that Pittsburgh is back up on the clock.
Such a great draft from Pittsburgh, man. Such a great draft.
It is.
But can they use all these great picks to good use next season? That's going to be the question. I got faith. And if I seen what I think I just seen, yeah, definitely. I love it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pick. Not gonna lie.
Do it.
The Pittsburgh Roughnecks have selected out of Arizona State tight end Bodacious.
Bodacious, baby. Great pickup. And they definitely needed a piece there at the tight end spot. You got the best wide receiver, or in my opinion, the best wide receiver, and then you also come around with the tight end as well that can help open up some things for that offense too. Great job.
I just want to make sure I'm not missing any trades here. No, we've already announced that one, I think.
Who's on the clock?
Hold on. I'm trying to figure my life out right now.
That sounds like an everyday thing for you, sir.
Yeah, I know. I believe we are on Anchorage here.
Anchorage. So far,
because I've got to keep track of. I've got to try and figure out trades as well and make sure that I'm paying attention to those.
Yeah. So far for Anchorage, they got linebacker Mike McAvoy. They have Dane Jones, and so far that's all they've had up to this point. So solid start, but they could close it out real nicely with this one.
Yep.
4 more players left. Halfback, linebacker, 2 linebackers actually, and a safety available. So, do they go with the jet and give Jacob Coolbean some help in the backfield, help out the offense? I mean, that wouldn't be a bad pick, in my opinion.
I don't know, as Turks forgot how to count for a moment.
Oh, I mean, this is Turts we're talking about. Fucking scrub.
This is true.
Nah, I love me some Turts too, man.
Yeah, let's see if he'll make his pick here, or if he's going to continue.
They're getting hit with the add cheese, so I think he got some time.
Yeah. Let me make sure that man is available. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He is.
I just want to verify that is the guy.
Yeah. Clicking over.
Sure it is. Perfect. All right. The Anchorage Snow Devils have selected with the 33rd pick unaffiliated strong safety Head Darian going over to Anchorage. And you might as well throw that trade graphic up on the clock, or up on there. Because we've got a bit of a situation here.
Your situation.
I know. It's a beautiful situation, though.
Hey, yo, everyone in the chat, let me know if you like that Don DeMarco clip right there with the trade alert. I like it. I might keep it forever. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm talking to you. Do your job.
No, I don't care. I just sent you the trade graphic. Put it up there.
Oh, I was talking about it in the chat. I don't worry about what you're doing.
You need to be, obviously.
True that. Put it up in just a second. Give me 1 second. And we're up. There you go.
All right. So the Anchorage Snow Devils are going to receive kickers Brent Skoma, and the St. Louis Archers are going to, in return, get the current on-the-clock pick, 34th overall, a Season 9 fourth, and a Season 10 fourth, so 3 fourth-round picks. And that will put St. Louis up on the clock, except that I need you to put that trade alert back up there.
You did. Shit like that.
And I think it's this one right there.
Sure. That's hilarious. Oh, I'm tripping. Put this back up. There you
go. Another one.
Okay. And we're live again?
Yep. All right. So the Dallas Dragons are going to... Oh, no, that's the wrong one.
Oh, great.
That's the other one.
You suck. Do better.
No, I sent you the right one. You put up the wrong one.
Oh, which one?
It's the one that I just sent you.
I got it. That's not it? Oh,
no,
yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think I saved out the wrong one. Might be. I saved out the wrong one.
Man, shit. Making me look bad.
You suck still. What do I want?
It's okay. I'm a dunk on you in the GSP. It's okay.
You love to see it. Okay, let's try this again. Still wrong? What the fuck?
Watch him put. Yep. Puts the wrong one up again.
Come on.
Try again, Stacks. Come on.
Stacks, okay, I know what I need to know. Hey, I could use some. I'm not even going to lie to you. Okay, I'm just going to save it a different name. I know what's wrong.
Yeah, that's what you're doing wrong. There you go. Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
Indian man. Third time's a charm.
It's the same team, so you know, like how it saves it as a different clip. Like it's a different
know exactly.
name. I'm like, you bitch.
Yeah.
I got you this time around.
Watch him put the same one up again.
I probably am. Watch.
You probably will. An eternity later.
That's tough, yo.
Here at the USFA, we have only the greatest of production. No bloopers whatsoever. Sure. Hey, there it is. Sure. All right, so the Dallas Dragons are going to receive the on-the-clock 34th overall pick and a 36th overall pick in exchange for a season 9 fourth and a season 10 fourth. That means that Dallas is on the clock.
Dallas. Okay. And let's go ahead and put the stand back on.
Whew.
Y'all ain't gonna be roasting me in the chat like y'all ain't make no mistakes before.
Oh,
Yo,
no. We are 100% roasting.
I expect it from Caboose, but I don't expect it from you all. Don't do that to me.
Oh, no. Do it to him. Do it to him. Let him hear it. So it looks like we got Dude Lebowski, Daquan Blackmon, and Joseph Eric Thompson left.
Mm-hmm. They already got a halfback, so it's kind of hard for me to think that they wouldn't pick up one of these linebackers.
Well, yeah, they probably want to take up Daquan Blackmon or Lebowski.
Yeah, dude.
There's probably Blackmon. It would be my guess.
Da dude.
Ooh. Three more picks. We're so close yet so far.
Come on, Texas boy.
We're not even bothering to time him anymore with this.
Right. Good job. That is going to be a no. You should probably watch the stream, Texas boy. We have it up. Like, we legit have the picks up.
We do.
There's only 2 more players left.
Hey. 3.
Okay, 3. Well, 2 after you. Hurry your ass up. Just kidding. I got time. I'm off work, so it is what it is.
True.
I'm probably going to start creating player. That's a good one.
Nope.
That was a good one. You should probably tell him to get in the stream and he can see what's on.
Oh, try again.
It is updated. Look on the stream. But yeah, Bodacious was a really good pick in you, man. Yes. Trey Glock is going to HBV. He's not looking at the board at all. You know who's on. There's only 3 players. Actually, speaking of which, I should probably scroll up so we can see the 3 players. Sure.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
My guy.
All right, Dude Lebowski. There we go. Dallas is selected. Yeah.
That was a head spinner right there. Yeah, true. Yeah.
All right, officially, Dallas selects Dude Lebowski.
Yeah, we know you were struggling, Texas boy. I don't know where your head was at, bro.
That puts the New York Mafia up on the clock here.
Yeah, sure.
And they are going to select. Yeah, they're going to select Daquan Blackmon. Unaffiliated. Oh, and Dude Lebowski came out of Rutgers. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Shout out to Kyler.
I'm excited to get this.
Who did New York get? I'm sorry.
Daquan Blackmon.
Daquan Blackmon. So, Mr. Irrelevant shall be.
Mr. Irrelevant is the last man in the draft.
Who wants him? Who wants him?
Unless that is going to be Joseph Eric Thompson.
Mm-hmm. And are they going to pass the team that's up?
I don't know.
You can ping them.
Okay.
Whoever's next, I suppose.
Blackmon at Farm at Texas. Boy, do you want Mr. Irrelevant? I spelled that wrong. I don't care.
It was close. It was close.
So close yet so far.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably going to be creating players after this. Get it out the way.
Sure. Cool.
Sweet.
Hit that pick is in button.
Sure
Let's with the last pick in the Season 8 USFA entry draft, the Dallas Dragons have selected out of Memphis Joseph Eric Thompson, running back.
J-E-T, Mr. Irrelevant.
The Jets are on.
The Jets are
and
on.
That is everything. Thank you guys. Yeah, thank y'all for coming in. Really appreciate each and every one of you for sticking around for this 2-hour stream. Joseph Eric Thompson will be contacted about what kind of brand new car he wants, because that's what you get for being Mr. Irrelevant here.
Yep. A virtual car for your virtual player. Because we damn sure ain't getting no real car. I need to get a new car.
I'm using Stack's paycheck to get him a Bugatti.
That's tough. I got enough for a Bugatti for myself. What makes you think you're going to get one?
Well, the best part is you're paying for Bugattis for every Mr. Irrelevant.
Shit. I better start saving.
Yes, sir. All right. But Stacks, I'll let you do the outro here.
Alrighty, we got everything rolling. A great draft as always. The second one in the Madden era. Many more to come for sure. A lot of big players got drafted here today. I'm looking forward to seeing each and every one of you, calling all your names, seeing you all make big plays. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up. We'll talk about the draft in the Discord. You know where to find us. And for my boy Caboose, I'm Stacks. We'll wrap it up here. Stay safe. Have a blessed weekend. Give me some chicken wings for this because I'm starving. Ah.